Good afternoon. My name is Jaleel Herndon, and on this channel, we will be talking about current topics, trending news, and events. And one of the trending news and events is Gucci Mane and his artist Pooh Shiesty. Now, this has been circulating for the last couple of days, and it seems like new vital information continues to come out about this situation in regards to Gucci Mane being robbed by Pooh Shiesty in the mid of a contract dispute. So I want to give you my thoughts, views, and opinions on this. And if you disagree with what I say, leave it in the comment section. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up by hitting the like button. And if you like the thoughts, views, and opinions of what I'm saying, subscribe to this channel. Now let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, I'm going to give you an unpopular opinion. Allegedly, they say that Gucci Mane is a snitch for cooperating and making the local authorities or the federal government aware of his perpetrators or assailants. I say Gucci Mane isn't a snitch. And let me give you my reasons why. I'm going to try to make this as concise as I possibly can, because I'm going to put all of the compendium facts in this video. Now, we know the past history of Gucci Mane. We know the persona, we know the reputation. One thing that we know about him is that he killed one of Jeezy's friends, or probably associate in self-defense, Pookie Loc. We know he put that in the song. We know many of his former associates or friends talk about how Gucci was in the streets. They all made you aware of how street he was in that time period. Fast forward, Gucci goes to prison, he gets out of prison. When Gucci gets out of prison, we see a totally different man. We see a reformed man. We see a man who completed his probation conditions out of prison. We see a man who's married, having children. We see a man who is not hanging in the streets, but hanging with his wife, hanging with his children. We see a man now who's doing business with companies that wouldn't have done business with him in the past. We see a man that's reformed and changed, and that it didn't take him a lot to be reinserted or reintegrated into society. So from that standpoint of the information that I just divulged to you, is that a street guy or is that a law-abiding citizen? Let me know in the comment section. But so many people are alleging that his cooperation is labeled snitching, though Gucci Mane is not involved in any street activities or illegal activities. Now, what I was taught what a snitch was someone who is involving the federal government in affairs that he and others committed so that he would not have to do time. I thought that's what a snitch was, but clearly, in today's time, the language have changed. You guys are now saying that Gucci Mane is a snitch, when Gucci Mane is not even involved in the streets. And I just gave you known facts about Gucci. Known facts. And like I said, many of you probably won't agree with this. Many of you say, hey, reason why you saying that, because you're a law-abiding citizen. Or maybe because you're saying that you didn't grow up in the struggle. You didn't grow up in the streets. You didn't grow up in the distressed community where there was a lack of resources and there was great scare in the city. You don't know me. And in reality, I did grow up in that environment. We moved out of that environment because I had hardworking parents that wanted to give us a better life and did not want us to see this particular circumstances and conditions, and who knew that this is not real culture. This is bad culture. So yes, I grew up in that environment. In fact, I had friends that I remained friends until I got older that were still in those environments. And I can tell you, they would disagree with many of the individuals online claiming that Gucci Mane is a snitch. And the reason being is because the world that we live in today, We say your perception is your reality. And so at the time, Gucci Mane reality was a street persona. He was perceived as a street guy. He done street things. But now, his status has changed. He's a law-abiding citizen. He take care of his family. He pays taxes. He does business. Does that sound like a street guy to you? Street guys ain't paying taxes. In fact, the things that they do are illegal. They make illegal money. That is tax-free. The business that they run are not legitimate business. They're illegitimate business. Street guys don't get married. Many of them have a plethora of baby mamas, or they have a baby mama. So that alone shows you Gucci isn't street. But many of you who might refute what I'm saying in this video or disregard the facts will say he still should have left the government out of it. He still should have kept it in the streets. What good does that do for him to keep it in the street? What good does it do a man like him who has everything to lose to keep it in the streets, do something to Pooh Shiesty, and end up in prison, away from his family, away from his wife, losing all of his business deals, losing all of his connects? What good would it do for him? And so many of you will say that Gucci needs to crash out, but when Gucci crash out, y'all will say, oh, he dumb. He done lost everything. He done lost his wife. He done lost his children. He done lost his business collects. He done lost out all the potential money or earnings that he possibly would have made in the next year or so. So many of you on the internet and online would criticize him for crashing out, but also in the same breath criticizing him for not crashing out. So I applaud Gucci. I applaud Gucci for not responding. I applaud Gucci for not being engaged or involved with much of the rumors that's being alleged and that he's being accused of. But what I say is, if Gucci did cooperate, he is a law-abiding citizen. He is not a street guy. He is not a street thug. He doesn't live by street rules. Street rules are not applied in his home. Street rules are not applied in his business. He is not around street guys that are affiliated. He does none of those things anymore. Now, like I said, if you disagree with what my views or opinions or thoughts are, let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit the like button. And if this channel is something that intrigues you and that you are interested to know more about, subscribe.